This video is for Unit B, Lesson 4. It is using the letters EA to represent long E. So if you look at the spreadsheet, all the links are here. You get the schoolhouse, which is right here. It gives you a word list. It gives you sentences. Spell zone is just another word list. There it is. And what else is there? The Kahoot game, which is right here. How many questions is this? 10 questions. There it is. Okay, so this is how it works. Again, keep in mind, the words have to use the letters EA, and it has to be fair. It has to be words that have been covered already, or sounds that have been covered. For example, teach would be a fair word, because there's the EA, that's the focus, and sh has already been taught. So that's good. That's good to go. I'll tell you what isn't fair. Looking at the list, please would not be fair. If it were just plea, that's fair, but the s has not yet been taught. You could make a mention of it, but I do not. I focus completely on what has been covered. That's fair game. Squeal is fair. S, qua was taught. I believe qua was taught. Let's take a look. Qua. Okay, so qua has not been taught. Now, I would not mind going ahead and using it, because qua is qua. You know, there's no other way to sound out qua. Qua as in quiet, qua as in queen. So squeal would be. I'd be okay with it. I would say qua. I'd let them know ahead of time. Hey, the word is squeal. Qua e l. And this is how they would write it. Again, this is, you always want to use the back of the page first. Let's practice. So this is back of the page. So you'd say, okay, the word is squeal, and you always model to them. You would say s, qua, e, l. Okay, autocorrect fixed that. Sorry. Next word, let's say it's each, e, ch. There we go. Or cream, k, r, e, m, like that. It's pretty straightforward. There's no real curveballs on this. Just make sure you use words that are fair. I'm looking at this list real quick. Everything looks fair on this list. Okay, everything is good. Now, one little side tip: if they're ever unsure, if you give them the word peach, and they're like, I don't know how to do that. Well, tell them, use the word each and just add the p. Give them these little tips. Okay, then they'll go each peach. Oh, okay. And sometimes even rhyming helps. Let's just see if this works. Okay, let's say the word's each, and they're like, I don't know how to spell that. Okay, each. What rhymes with each? Each. Well, I wanted to say leash, but that does not work. So, okay, let's go with peach. What rhymes with peach? Beach. If they know how to spell beach, then they'll go beach, peach. Oh, okay, duh. Beach, peach. Can't really think of anything else right now. Just woke up. The point is, rhyming will help them get unknown words. If they know peach, and then the word is beach, you just tell them, hey, why don't you just rhyme peach, beach? And they'll be like, okay. And of course, the concept of rhyming is going to help them out for everything. It's something that they can refer back to. So, after you finish the practice, if you're in front of the page, just tell them, number it down. And let me just do that table. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, so let's say number 1. Let's say the word is, that's a word I haven't used. The word is teapot. Okay, you say teapot and they go teapot. So when you correct them, once you finish number 1, you ask a student, how do you spell teapot? Teapot. You spell it out and you tell them, okay, if you got it right, just do a check mark. If it's wrong equals, they write the correct spelling. You want immediate correction. Don't just do all 10 or 15 words, however you choose, and then do it at the very end. No, just do it right on the spot. So that's another important detail. Last, after you finish 10 to 15 words, then you do the sentences. This is what I like to do. I like to be clean and neat. I like to do this because sometimes your students have poor memory. So they'll say, can you repeat that again? So I go, I like to be clean and neat. I do it like that. And then they'll recall, oh, I like to be clean and neat. There you go. And of course, I call it the robot smile. When you have a long vowel, or silent E as they call it, there's like, but I have them do a robot smile for the I and E, and it's exactly as it sounds. Let me get paint. So when they write they write it like this, but I want a robot smile, just to let them know. If there's no robot, no, they don't have to. But sometimes I encourage them to just underline it because that's the focus. So just like that. I like to be clean and neat. Okay. That is pretty much it. Start off with your words with immediate corrections, followed by your sentences. And one way to spice it up, I like to give dojos. I'll give a dojo for every single blank they get correct. And so there's 3 dojos. This has a value of 3 dojos, so you do whatever, tap whatever many dojos, and at the very end, you add it all up. And then I like to let them spin their dojos on like honey buns and Takis and things like that. So it's a motivator. So yeah, that's about it for this lesson.